Let's talk about our big story because, Cam, this is all anyone is talking about, the freezing cold weather that's on the way. And I think we need to talk about the elephant in the room.
Yeah, a lot of hype around snow, but
some areas in the teens. These are the air temperatures that we're forecasting for Sunday morning. A low of 19 in Ocala, 23 in Leesburg, 26 in Orlando Sunday morning, and a low of 25 in Sanford.
Hello everyone, Kyle here with Bus and Bethunes. Thank you so much for being here and clicking on another video. As you just saw, we have an epidemic of sorts coming to Florida. Well, I think it's already here. I don't know if you can tell. It is windy. It is really windy. It is really cold, and it's only going to continue to get more cold. And we got to get this bus ready. We have got weather coming well below freezing, which is not an ideal situation for a bus. So there's a few precautions. There's a few things I need to do, I guess would be the better way to say it, to get this bus ready for what is to become. I don't know if you guys remember, we're rocking the orange hoodie for a little bit of warmth this afternoon. Definitely not ideal, not the best time to be outside. Should have probably done this yesterday. Thinking back, that might have been the better option. But as you can tell, it is a rather icky looking day. Hopefully you're actually able to hear this through the wind. I'm using my little lapel mic, and that typically picks up better in the wind. Yeah, guys, thanks for being here. Chance of snow. We're not gonna end this video today. I'm gonna finish it off with you tomorrow in case we did get some snow, so I can show you in this video. Like the lady said, it's not very likely gonna happen, but you know what? I want to be ready with camera in hand in case one little flurry comes down from the heavens and blesses us here in Central Florida. So let's get started. Let's start on the outside because it's cold and it's miserable, and then we'll work our way to the inside, get this bus ready to go, because I don't like the cold and I don't want to be cold. I want to be tucked away nice and warm in that bedroom here when it gets here. So one of the first things we're going to worry about is water. Not chances are, if I leave this out, if I leave that connected to water, which we are on what we call city water for the time being, when I wake up tomorrow morning, yeah, it probably won't even take that long, middle of the night, we're going to have absolutely no water because this hose is going to be frozen. So what we need to do is fill our freshwater tank, at least get her up. Yeah, it's definitely a little low. It's probably only about 20 gallons in there right now. So we're probably going to put around 50, 60 gallons of water in there. That way we have water, because we're going to keep this bay warm, heated, and I'll show you that here in just a minute. Ooh. Man, oh man. Ugh. Looking back, maybe I should have let the water drain at the line first. Oh, it's cold. Yeah, in case you're wondering, I am in shorts. But I do have this on. Orangey, glad I got it on. I promise I won't use too many more of those today. I'm gonna go ahead and get our water hose kept out here, because that will be the first thing to freeze. And once that's frozen, yeah, we gotta look at that point. I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect my sewer hose also. We'll just run off of tank. So right now it has been hooked up, but we do want to disconnect it and shut the valve. That way everything just runs in the tank. Because the idea behind this is you want basically this bay, so sewer, fresh water, all of that is ran out of this bay right here. So I'm going to put a heater. We'll go over that here in a minute. I've got a couple little space heaters we're going to run basically from now till tomorrow. It's not frozen anymore. And that'll basically keep this bay warm. So that'll make this bay functional. It'll make it where we can have water, we can have sewage, and we're not having to deal with the external temperatures out here. It'll be nice and warm in here. It'll be warm enough where the water will actually feel warm coming through the faucet. So that's the way I've done it in the past, at least the last couple times with this bus, and it seems to work pretty good. Go ahead and disconnect everything from the external side of the bus and just run off the internals. You know, inconvenience for a couple nights, not that big of a deal. going to go ahead and remove this right here as well. So there's a hole in the floor, as you can see, so I'm going to put this cap over it. That way some of our heat won't escape. We're just going to be using this little space heater right here. So it's a 1500 watt space heater. You'll be surprised how much heat these little things actually put out. I'm actually going to hook it directly to the pedestal because I don't want to have to run it off of my bus power per se. That is a lot of, because it's a constant. So that heater right there is a constant power source. Along with the mini split, we would really be pushing the electrical system really hard on the bus. So for me, I'm just going to go ahead and run this into the bay directly from the pedestal over there. And it should be good to go. There we go. Oh yeah. See, I'm gonna have this one cranking. Probably gonna stick it. I'm gonna put it like right there. I think that should work pretty good. We're just going to let that run. I think everything in there is going to be fine. We got our heat, we got water storage. The sewer line is packed up over here. We should be in pretty good shape, at least for this side of the bus. So right now we're in the other side of the bay. So where we just were was right over there. There's the back side of the water heater. So the other heater is right over there. So it's pretty much going to manage everything over there, but we do still have a lot of water lines and a lot of exposed stuff over here, and plus our main sewer line comes in right here. I do have another one of those heaters, so I'm going to set it probably right here on top of this tank, blowing in that direction toward all those water lines. So that should keep this part of the bay rather warm, at least above freezing. I'm actually going to run it probably on low because I will have to plug it into the bus receptacle because I don't really have another option for that. So we're going to go with that. Plug her on in. All right, I'm going to turn this down to 1. Hopefully that's 750 watts. I don't know if you can hear it tell over. So that's low. That's high. I don't know if the fan speed probably stays the same. Maybe the heating element doesn't get as hot. I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. That's just, okay, that's off. That's fan. That's 1. That's 2. Let me look. I'll look real quick. I can't see the bottom of the information panel. But I believe that's what I did in Michigan. The low setting should be plenty sufficient. Yeah. Yep, so she's right there. So there's no obstructions in front of it, nothing that's going to catch on fire. You know, it's just going to hopefully blow some nice consistent heat through this portion of the bay. Again, I don't know that I'd want to sleep down here, but it definitely should keep it above freezing. Right now we're pulling in 3,843 watts off of the panel. You get a little bit of solar support out there, but so actually this is what we're pulling. So we're pulling 3891. I believe one of the kids is running the air fryer, so that's what we're actually using right now. I will say it's nice to be back inside. I'm about to be able to shed this cool hat and this extremely visible Orange World shirt here. But yeah, I think that should be on 750 watts. We'll be fine with that. So you imagine if we plugged them both in, you got 1500 plus the 750 plus everything else we're using in the bus. That would be quite an electric load on the power system for the bus. So if I have availability to plug into a hard plug like the shore power here, I think plug in the extension cord and then plugging at least one heater into that, I think is the way to go. The mini splits are our sole source. sure I'm going to get some yelling for that. Look at that. It hasn't honestly been that long since I cleaned these. So since the mini splits are our sole source of heat, I want to go ahead and make sure the filters are clean. Because again, we're dealing with power here. And those things, you know, for several hours, they're going to be running basically full blast. All 4 units. So again, we have the 2 like this right here. And we have 2 ducted units. And I got to clean those 2. I'll show you. I've never done that on camera before, but I need to clean those 2. It's not exactly fun. But obviously, it's something you need to get done. So yeah, so basically cleaning the filters, like at a house filter. If you don't have super great airflow, it's gonna work the unit even more, which means it's gonna pour more power. It's gonna create more heat and cause more room for failure. So simple thing like cleaning the filters, which I probably should do a little more frequently than I actually do. I try to do it at least once a month. It's probably been a couple months since I've done it, if I'm being 100% honest with you. So actually, maybe about 6 weeks, because I did it at my parents' when we were there, and so we were there, yeah, so probably about 6 to 8 weeks, maybe. Nonetheless, I think with this cold coming, that'd be a good thing to invest a little bit of time in. It's not that difficult. So I got the one in the kitchen, or the one living room area, and I got the one in the kids' bedroom, and then the 2 ducted ones. I'll show you what they look like here in just a minute. This is not super bad, but it's like it's in the kitchen, so it seems like the grease. So when you're cooking it, so it kind of gets like you can feel like the grime and the grease on it. I should use some soap on this one. Yeah. I always hate cleaning this one the most.
Yeah, like this one. I'm looking for this one. Yeah, this one.
Most of it comes off honestly by just a little bit of like the power feature on the faucet. This one I'm probably need a little soap.
I'm color shopping at a roller store. Guys, I'm color shopping at a roller store. Or guys, I'm color swapping or a store or a different kind of store right there. Hey, but can I show you how big he is right now?
That is one of the big perks to mini splits is they have the, cleanable filters. And I really like that. That makes it really nice and simple. You don't have to always be looking for filters. You do have to clean them though. So while it's out, I just took them out. Maybe you can tell I got them sitting on a picnic table, hopefully drying. And because it's pretty breezy out there, I figured they'll dry a lot quicker outside than they will in here. But while I do have him off, I'm going to get the vacuum and kind of try to vacuum what I can out of there. The one strange thing about these mini splits is usually this part right here like picks up, like in my old one in Blue Betty, this would actually lift up and the filter was in there. It was really nice because you could actually get to the coils and clean it. So basically my only access is right there, and I'm sure they're dirty. Yeah, actually not too bad. But while they are off, I'm going to go ahead and take the vacuum and get what I can out of them. Now I'm really about to have some people give me the business. This is where one of our ducted units is. So wait till you see this. I don't know. Actually, I did not look before I'm showing you this. As I'm seeing it with you, but it's just pretty bad. The thing about this one, I don't really have to wash it. It comes off pretty good just with the vacuum. But yeah, there's a lot. This one gets really bad. I honestly, I could probably clean this one twice to like the big one, like the head unit there. Clean this one twice for cleaning that one once, because this thing, a lot. I guess being here in the living room where everybody comes in, the dogs spend the majority of the time. There's, this is the main thoroughfare through the bus. Lots of foot traffic. So I'm pretty sure, I would assume, and it's basically on the floor. The return or the pickup is right on the floor. It's sitting on the floor, so it's just going to, I think, naturally draw in more dust and debris. Yeah, it's pretty gross.
It works. I threw my apple. No, I threw my apple.
can actually see through it now, but yeah, big. Yeah, this just fell off. Yikes. Much better.
I do like farming cows, but like they have so much.
I just checked the unit in the bedroom, the ducted unit in the bedroom. It's actually right underneath our bed, and you have to lift up the, so our bed lifts up kind of like a car hood. It's got like these springs with these shock absorber things, and it lifts up kind of like a car. So I did check that one. That one's pretty good. It's pretty protected. It just has a couple air inlet holes. Other than that, it's pretty much concealed completely, but the air inlet holes are relatively small in a pretty good spot to allow, to not allow a lot of dirt and debris to get in there. I'm gonna give it a few minutes, let these continue to dry. We'll get these mini split filters back on, and we'll be in good shape. We'll hopefully, or that's pretty much all I can do. I can't really think of anything else that I should be done. Maybe I'll think of something. If not, hey, I'm okay with that too.
So don't eat all the cheese. Don't eat all the cheese.
So me and Jen just left Publix, and there's this white stuff flying across our window. Here, let me see. I think I need to face this direction. Let's see if it'll happen again. So you can kind of. There's no way that's snow. I think. Yeah, there's no way you can see it on the camera either. But I think it would. See, if that was snow, it would have melted by now. That would not.
It is kind of melting.
Is it?
It's sticking on the windshield.
Well, babe, it's only 46 degrees outside.
Oh wait, there's white stuff on the ground.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody broke a styrofoam ball.
We're excuse us while we are looking for snow here at the Publix, and it's 46 degrees outside. Yeah, if it was another 15 degrees cooler, you know, I might could believe it, but I think we just got fooled by some styrofoam. False alarm.
My painting is not looking like Bob Ross's at all.
He's a few thousand paintings ahead of you. All right, guys, I did come out here and unplug the water, or plug it back in, sorry. We had to do dishes, and I didn't want to waste the water we had in the tank to do that, so I need to do that. It's cold out here. We'll check and see what temperature is in just a minute. It's not snowing yet, though. But that sky, look at that. Sky's pretty epic, though. Look at that. Heck yeah, I don't know what's going to turn out, how it's going to turn out on the screen. But right now, it looks pretty dang cool. Alright, so I can turn this water off. Man, it's cold. It's just the wind. It's really not that cold. It's just super freaking windy. Actually, I gotta undo it. Actually, I'm gonna do it from the tap here. Alright. I have no idea if you can even see any of this, but I'm filming it anyway. Maybe a little bit. You can see a little bit. I don't know. Alright, turn our heater on. Where's it at? I went ahead and turned it off too. There's some wild weather. Like, it's like perfectly carved around the state. It's so funny. It kind of goes up around the state. It's actually, it says 42 degrees out there. Feels like 33. Whoa, look at that hair. I do believe that part. It is frigid. That wind is still moving pretty good. Yeah, I had to bring you guys back inside, so I had to go get my light. I had unplugged the heater, so that's why I wasn't turning on. Whew. So yeah, the bay's nice and tidy. It's got 2 heaters running. We should be good there. We got plenty of water. Sewer line is unhooked. We should be good. Will we get snow? That is the question. Not holding my breath, but I've never been much of an optimist, but more of a half glass. But not really. Not that I even really want snow. It would be cool to say I got to see snow in Florida. Will it happen? I guess we'll find out. Time will tell. I do plan on getting up early with you guys, checking it out before sun comes up, seeing what we got, seeing if we got some snow, seeing how cold it did get, and saying 23. We'll just have to see. Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, I had that fried rice. I don't know. I didn't talk in it, but man, it was good. Oh man, I had a big old heaping of fried rice, and it was delicious. That is my favorite meal that I personally make, at least for now. That meal is so good. Love it. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna crawl into bed, and we'll see you all bright and early in the morning. It's 5:43 a.m. Apparently it is 25 degrees outside. It's supposed to dip a little bit cooler. There appears to be no snow at this moment. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get any. I guess there is still time. Ooh. What? It's pretty cold. Well, guys, we did survive the night. We still have water. Yeah, this side of the bus is really cold. That's where the wind really hits you. We have water. There's no ice. There's no snow. There's no ice. We did not get the snow. We don't even have ice. Usually in the morning there's ice on the car. It's still 27 degrees out. We have no ice. And honestly, it looks like just another Florida. While we did not get the extreme snow, the extreme ice, it still got cold. I say, I lived in Florida about 34 years. I don't ever remember it getting down to 23 degrees. So yeah, it was cold. I'm sure a lot of you got it much colder. But for Floridians, so basically this would be like being 70 in northern Minnesota this time of year. You know, like a weekend of 70 degrees is kind of what this is like for Floridians, you know. But the sun is back shining. It is still 27. I think it's supposed to get in the mid 40s today, and then gradually warm up over the next couple of days. Hopefully this is the last bout of this we get. Maybe not. Usually late February, early March, you'll get one last cold snap here. We'll be here or up in Madison, which in Madison it will get a lot colder for sure. But yeah, we survived. We have water. We have sewer. Actually, electric went out. I didn't film that, but I got up. The light, everything kind of just turned off and then turned right back on. I've never had that happen before because we run off battery most of the time. So maybe it took the transfer switch a minute. I'm not really sure. But yeah, so we tripped the breaker. So I ended up actually only running on the heater that was sitting on top of the waste tank running off the bus. I guess because running all the heat and everything was, I guess, overloaded the pedestal. So I had to turn off that main heater that I had ran the extension cord to, reset the breaker, and we were fine the rest of the night. But yeah, I'm glad I caught that. I'm glad the lights flickered because I probably wouldn't have even checked the power. We probably would have woke up this morning with no power, and that would have not been great. So luckily we did have a little light flicker there to indicate that we had something going on. But yeah, that would have been bad. That would have been horrible, actually. I don't know what we would have done. I mean, we would have been fine. We would have had to most likely segregate everyone into one area of the bus, turn everything off except running the heat in there, which we've had to do that before, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna leave you with this. I'm gonna leave you here. It's cold. Probably gonna spend most of the day inside. I'm not gonna get super warm today. May do a walk. Other than that, probably gonna spend the majority of the day indoors, and I'm okay with that because I don't like cold. I don't mind cold. I don't necessarily need to go out romping around in it. But hey, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Appreciate you being here, and be well. Take care of yourselves and each other. Bye, guys.